Hey everyone, Merry Christmas. Welcome to Start Small and Achieve Big. This is video of Atomic Habits part 3. In the previous video I have discussed about forget about goals and focus on system instead, and the major problems that we face that our winners and losers have same goals, and the second is achieving goal is a momentary change. Goals restrict our happiness. Goals are at odds with long-term process, and also discussed about how our habits shape identity and identity shape our habits while changing our habits. So if you haven't watched the part 2 video of Atomic Habits, I have provided the link in the description. Please go and check it out before watching the part 3. Now let's discuss about two-step process to change your identity. The word identity was originally derived from the Latin words essentias, which means being, and identem, which means repeatedly. Your identity is literally your repeated beginness. Whatever your identity is right now, you only believe it because you have a proof of it. Example, if you go to church every Sunday for 20 years, you have evidence that you are religious. Or if you study biology for 1 hour every night, you have evidence that you are studious. Habits are not the only actions that influence your identity, but the virtue of their frequency. They are usually the most important ones. The experience in life modifies your self-image. Your habits contribute most of the evidence that shapes your identity. The process of building habits is eventually the process of becoming yourself. This is a gradual evolution. Each habit is like a suggestion. Hey, maybe this is who I am. If you finish a book, then perhaps you are a type of person who likes reading. And if you go to the gym, then perhaps you are the type of person who likes exercising. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. No single instance will transform your beliefs, but as the votes build up, so does the evidence of your new identity. Small habits make a meaningful difference by providing evidence of a new identity. If a change is meaningful, it actually is big. And the most practical way to change who you are is to change what you do. New identities require new evidences. If nothing changes, nothing is going to change. It is simple two-step process. The first thing is decide the type of person you want to be and prove it to yourself with small wins. First decide who you want to be. This holds at any level as individual. These are big questions and many people aren't sure where to begin. Start there and work backward from the results. You want to be the type of person who could get those results. You can lose over 100 pounds just by asking yourself, what would a healthy person do all day? If you would use this question as a guide, would a healthy person walk or take a cab? If you act like a healthy person long enough, eventually you'd become that person. The concept of identity-based habits is the first introduction to another key theme, that is feedback loop. The focus should always be on getting the type of person, not getting a particular outcome. The science of how habit works. The process of building a habit can be divided into 4 simple steps: cue, craving, response, and reward. This 4-step pattern is the backbone of every habit, and your brain runs through these 4 steps in same order each time. First is cue. Cue triggers your brain to initiate a behavior. It is the information that predicts a reward. We spend most of our time learning cues that predict secondary rewards like money. Next is craving. Craving is the second step, and they are motivational force behind every habit. Without some level of motivation or desire, without craving a change, we have no reason to act. For a gambler, the sound of slot machines can be potent trigger that sparks an intense wave of desire. Cues are meaningless until they are interpreted. The thoughts, feelings, and emotions of the observer what transform a cue into craving. The third is response. The response is an actual habit you perform. The response depends on how motivated you are and how much friction is associated with the behavior. Finally, response delivers a reward. Rewards are the end goal of every habit. The cue is about noticing a reward. The craving is about wanting the reward. Response is about obtaining the reward. We chase rewards because they serve us two purposes. First, they satisfy us and they teach us. In the next video, we will discuss further about these two. Also discuss about the habit loop and the 4 laws of behavior change. If you really like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos. See you next week.